What's up, y'all? We back at it and we here to talk about Scream 7. As you can tell, I'm not excited to talk about this movie. And let's get into it. So, when it comes to the Scream franchise, there's some good ones, there's some okay ones, and there was only really one bad one to me, and I would say that was probably Scream 3. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. If I had to pick one after that, it would be Scream 4. But now we have Scream 7, which takes the number one spot. That's the worst one, in my opinion. Now, I went into this movie wanting to love it because, Campbell, she was back. I've been a big fan of her ever since the movie Wild Things. It Takes Three to Tango. Like, those movies made me a big fan of her growing up. So, as well as the Scream movies. So when I heard she was returning, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be dope. I feel like they didn't do the best marketing for this movie, and now I know why. I feel like they didn't have high hopes in it, and after watching it, I understand why they didn't have high hopes. This movie, outside of I say the first 20 minutes was pretty good. Seeing the dynamics of, what I'm saying, Campbell and her daughter, or Sydney and her daughter, I thought that was pretty cool. But then the daughter, she just really doesn't have any development to me. And it's just my opinion. You guys can go see it for yourselves. And then, like, it just felt like the movie started to drag on, like it would never end. It was, it, it was, it felt like this probably looked it good on paper, but it just wasn't delivered well. Now, this movie was directed and written by Wilson. If you don't know, he wrote, I believe it was Scream 1, 2, and I think Scream 4, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but those other Scream movies, the ones that he wrote, were directed by Wes Craven. This one was directed by him. And you could tell that, I don't know, man. This movie just, I don't like to bash on stuff that people work on. They put their heart and soul. He probably was excited about this, being one of his few movies that he directed himself. I think he only directed two other movies. But this was bad. And then the reveal for Ghostface at the end of the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but the motive behind it, it was oh my gosh, man. It was the worst. It was the worst reveal in all of the Scream movies, if you ask me. Again, like, they got some of the people probably saying they want to go for the kills. They want to see it because of the kills. The kills were just like, it could have been so much better, but they chose to go with the CGI route. I don't know why people thinking that's the best thing to do. Maybe it's a lot cheaper using CGI blood as opposed to fake blood. You would think the fake blood would be cheaper, but yeah, it was a waste of time, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's something you might want to just wait for it to come on streaming. As far as going to the theaters, I don't recommend it. I ain't gonna drag this video out. We're gonna make this a quick one, but Scream 7. Have you seen it? Let me know. Catch you in the next one. Peace.